I love those hockey cam shots. Now, hockey's been around for some years. Jet skiing is relatively new. Let's see what Sean Summerfield came up with last weekend at Areti.
You're one of the organisers of this event. What's the turnout been like?
Well, it's been pretty good, really. We've got approximately 25 members in the club here. We're associated with the water ski club. It's a new sport to South especially, and no, it's been pretty good, really.
I've noticed that not all of the personal watercraft, I think that's the right term, are exactly the same. What's the story there?
No, there's three different classes. There's a pole ski, that's the stand-up models. You stand up and ride around. There's a sport class. The sport class is 35 inches wide or less, and that's what's classed as a sport class. Really, they're like riding a motorbike, the sport class. They're easy to turn, and you've got to lean into the turns and so on. And then there's the runabout class, which is really, they're just small boats. Yeah.
I've been told they can actually tow water skis, is that right?
Some of those skis out there can tow 3 skiers.
So how fast are these things? I mean, we're seeing some pretty spectacular action today, but I mean, put one in a straight line, how fast can we expect to see them go?
They would do close to, well, one of the skis out there I know does close to 70 miles an hour.
That's incredibly fast on the water. Pretty flash-looking machines. What kind of people do they attract?
A lot of people that have been in motocross ride these. In fact, a lot of motocross riders ride them for training to get them fit for the, in the off season, while their season's off, our season's on, sort of thing. This is really the first year that the jet ski club has been associated with the water ski club, so our events haven't been that organised like weather-wise, but hopefully next year we'll get a lot of this racing done over the summer.
Well, today's not such a bad day.
No, it's not, no.
They are flash-looking machines. Are they expensive? I mean, most other forms of motorsport seem to be. What about this form?
Well, you probably, for a brand new ski, for instance, the yellow XPs you see out there, for a new one you would pay around $15,000. But if you want to get into racing, there's a few bits and pieces that you've got to buy on top of that to make them go just that wee bit quicker.
So it's not exactly an everyman's sport, but it seems like you've got a good turnout. How brave are these people? Is this a dangerous sport?
It's no more dangerous than riding motocross, and there's a lot of people that do that. Before I actually got involved in the sport, I thought racing these things, you'd be racing around a time circuit, not against other skis, but once you actually get out there and have a go at it, it's not that hard or dangerous.
And what gets you into it? I mean, obviously you own the watercraft, but you seem to have a huge desire to race. What drove you to do that?
I used to ride racehorses when I was a young man, and I can only describe the feeling to the same as that when you're sitting in the gates there, and it's just pure adrenaline rush. That's about where I'm coming from. A lot of the guys out there are exactly the same.
That's one sport rapidly gaining in popularity. This week's question is a rugby one. Colin Meads' record of 55 test matches at Lock was broken by Ian Jones at the weekend. But how many tests did brother Stan Meads play for New Zealand? The answer to that and test match rugby highlights coming up after the break.